There was a time when I begged for mercy. I begged for relief. Every night, my mind raced with the echo of all the voices telling me I was nothing, just another lost soul with no future, no purpose. But they were wrong. They did not see the fire inside me. They did not see the storm brewing. They could not understand the price that was being paid for the throne that would one day be mine. I was broken. I was betrayed. They ripped me apart, piece by piece. And they thought that would be the end of me. They thought they could bury me in the rubble of my own failure. But they were too blind, too stupid to realize that my pain would become my strength. My scars would not define me. They would become my weapon. They thought I would bow. They thought I would crawl. But what they never saw, what they never understood, was that my rage was a fire that would turn the ashes of my torment into the iron that would forge my destiny. I did not break. I became unbreakable. Every wound they inflicted on me, every insult they hurled, every moment of humiliation was fuel for the furnace of my transformation. They carved me with their cruelty, but in the end, I carved them. I let their hatred sink deep into my flesh, and I let it burn me until there was nothing left but a monstrous will to survive. They thought they had killed me. They did not know that death was never an option. My pain was the crucible, and from it I emerged not as the person they thought I was, but as the monster I had always been. Inside, they had underestimated the fire within me. They had underestimated the power of my rage, and now they would suffer for it. I look back now and I see their faces, faces of those who thought they could control me, silence me, break me. The ones who threw me to the ground, told me I was nothing, made me feel small. They built my throne without even knowing it. They thought they could destroy me, but all they did was create the monster that would rise and reign over them. They left me with nothing, and in return, I took everything. My throne is built on their arrogance, on their failures. It stands tall, gleaming in the blood of those who tried to tear me down. And I will never forget. I will never forgive. I will never let them escape the consequences of their choices. I am not their victim. I am their reckoning. I remember the pain. I remember the endless nights when the weight of the world threatened to crush me. But I also remember the moment I stopped begging. The moment I stopped pleading for mercy. It was the moment I realized that mercy was a weakness. I would never be weak again. I would never beg again. I remember the anger. It built inside me like a storm, growing stronger, darker, until it consumed everything, until there was nothing left but this hunger for revenge, for power, for control. The pain had twisted me into something else, something more than human. It had transformed me into a force of nature. And now I am unstoppable. I am not the victim. I am the predator. I will take what is mine, and I will leave nothing behind but destruction. When they look at me now, they see the power, the strength, the unshakable will, but they do not know how it was born. They do not know the price I paid to sit on this throne. They do not know the blood that was spilled, the tears that were shed, the soul that was sacrificed. And they will never know. They only see the end result, the victory, the triumph. They do not see the years of pain, the years of suffering that led me here. They do not understand that my throne was not handed to me. It was earned with every ounce of blood, sweat, and tears I had left to give. They think they can break me. They think they can stop me. But they cannot. They have no idea what I have become. They do not know the monster I have unleashed. They will learn. They will all learn too late that you do not take from me. You do not betray me, and you do not break me. I built my throne from my pain, and I will rule it with an iron fist. They are nothing more than the ashes of the ones who tried to tear me down, and I will burn them all. I am the storm they never saw coming. I am the hurricane they cannot outrun. I am the monster they woke, and now they will pay for every drop of blood they spilled. My throne is not just a symbol of my power. It is the graveyard of those who thought they could stand in my way. I remember the moment I realized my throne was not a gift, it was a conquest. Every step I took towards it, I left behind the pieces of the person I used to be. The weak one, the one who bled in silence, the one who let the world push him down without fighting back. No more. They wanted to break me. They wanted to crush my spirit and leave me empty. But instead, they crafted a beast. I was no longer afraid of the dark. I was no longer afraid of what the world could throw at me. What they never understood is that I am not broken by pain. I am shaped by it. Every time they struck me, every time they tried to pull me into the dirt, I adapted. I grew stronger, and they didn't see it. They thought they had beaten me down, but they only taught me how to rise. They don't get it. They don't understand that you don't just survive pain. You use it. You bend it to your will. And that's exactly what I did. My pain became my armor. My suffering became the fuel that powered my vengeance. And now when I stand on top of this world, I see their faces in my mind. The ones who left me for dead, who thought I was weak, who turned their backs on me. They think they have escaped the storm, but I am the storm, and the storm is coming for them. Do they hear it? Do they feel the wind picking up? The thunder rumbling in the distance? They should. They should feel it, because they are the ones who woke me. And they will never know peace again. They tried to bury me, but they didn't know that the deeper they pushed me into the earth, the harder I would push back, the harder I would rise. They thought I was nothing, but I am everything. I am the broken pieces they discarded, the ashes they left behind, and now, I am the fire that will consume them. I don't care what they thought they took from me. I don't care about the years I spent in the darkness, fighting for survival, begging for mercy, because those years, those endless days of torment, have made me who I am. They have forged my strength, sharpened my mind, and built the foundation of this throne that is now mine to rule. And when I look at the world, when I see the faces of those who doubted me, I know one thing: they will never be able to reach me again. They may have taken everything from me, but I took it all back. They may have laughed when I was down, but now they are the ones who will fall. They do not know what I have become. They do not know the monster they awakened, and they never will. There is no more mercy in me. There is no more forgiveness. I am not the person I used to be. I have shed that skin, and I have become something new, something far more dangerous. I have built my power from the ruins of my past, and now I stand tall, unshakable, unstoppable. Every scar, every bruise, every tear I shed is a testament to the strength I have gained. They wanted me to break, but I have only become stronger. They didn't understand. They didn't see the rage growing inside of me, the hunger for revenge that had been building for so long. But now they will. They will feel it when the storm hits. They will know that there is no escaping the wrath of someone who has nothing left to lose. I do not fear them. I do not fear anyone. They are nothing more than stepping stones, obstacles in my path, and I will crush them all, one by one. They can try to run. They can try to hide, but I will find them. I will hunt them down, and they will pay for every second they spent trying to break me. They do not know who they are dealing with. They do not understand the depth of my pain, or the rage that has been growing inside me. They do not realize that they have awakened a force they cannot control, a force that is unstoppable, unforgiving. They will learn soon enough, when they see the wreckage I leave behind, when they hear the screams that follow my every step. They will know that I am not just a survivor. I am the one who will make them regret ever crossing me. They will understand that pain does not destroy. Pain empowers. Pain shapes. And now I am the one who wields it like a weapon. My throne was built from my pain, and now it is unshakable. I have climbed higher than they ever imagined, and I will not stop. They will never be able to reach me again. They will never be able to touch me, because I have become something they could never understand. And now I rule over them, all of them. I used to believe that the world had power over me, that the things they did, the things they took, would somehow be the end. I thought I was at the mercy of their cruelty, that I would always be the one on my knees, crawling in the dust. But now I see the truth. The truth is, they never had the power. I did. I always did. They gave me the scars, but I turned those scars into the crown that sits on my head now. They thought they could shatter me, but they didn't realize that every strike, every wound, made me more dangerous. They gave me a reason to rise, to become something they could never defeat. They thought they could break me, but they never understood that I was already broken, and that brokenness is what made me whole. Do you hear it? The quiet whispers in the dark, the tremors of fear that echo across their hearts? They think they can escape me. They think they can outrun what I've become. But they are wrong. They will never escape the storm. It's already here, in the shadows, watching, waiting. They betrayed me. They left me to rot in the gutter, thinking I was nothing more than a broken man who would fade into obscurity. But now, the world will know my name. They will know the price of crossing me. They will know the cost of underestimating me. Because every move they made, every choice they took, was the spark that ignited the fire inside me. And now, that fire burns brighter than ever. Now that fire is my power. When I look into their eyes, I see their fear. I see the terror in their souls. They are afraid of me. They should be terrified, because I have become something they cannot control, something they cannot stop. They will try, they will fight, but they do not understand what they are up against. They do not know what I've become. They do not understand the monster they created, and they will pay for it. I stand tall now. The man I used to be is dead, and in his place stands something far more dangerous. I am not weak. I am not broken. I am the storm that is coming for them all. I am the destruction they never saw coming. This throne that I sit on, it was forged in their failures, in their arrogance. Every lie they told me, every time they pushed me down, built the foundation of this empire. They made me the king I am now. They made me the ruler of their destruction. They thought they were burying me, but they were simply making me rise. They thought they could control me. They thought they could destroy me. But in the end, they gave me the power to crush them. I have no mercy left in me. I have no forgiveness. There is no room for weakness in my heart. Every time they laughed at me, every time they thought I was finished, I was building my strength. I was growing in silence, in the shadows. They never saw it coming, and now they never will. I am not here to seek redemption. I am not here to prove anything to anyone. I am here to take what is mine, to claim what was always meant for me. And nothing will stand in my way. I have become the monster they feared. I have become the king they could never imagine. And now, I will rule this world with an iron fist. I will break every one of them, one by one, until there's nothing left but their shattered remnants. I was nothing. They thought they could break me, but instead, they built the very foundation of my reign. They forged me in the flames of their betrayal, and now I am unstoppable. They will fall. They will all fall. I built my throne from my pain, and now I will rule from it. No mercy, no hesitation, only power. And when I take my place at the top, when I sit on my throne, the world will remember one thing. I was never the victim. I was never the one who lost. I was the one who built, and I will not stop. I cannot stop. Not until they are all gone. Watch the next video to discover what happens when you turn your pain into